Happy Thanksgiving, people. We've been cooking for days now. I've made 3 potato dishes, counted 3 different starches.
3.
And none of them are your hairline. All right, wife, how are you doing?
I'm fantastic. I've made 3 pans of mac and cheese. I have 2 pans left to make of cornbread. And I have to do the deviled eggs. And then we have setup. We have a lot going on.
But we still got to check in with our online family.
Hello.
Because we know you don't have anyone else. We care. So we showed up even though we're busy.
That's so rude.
It's not rude.
They have at least one friend.
Well, then you reach out to that one friend and you be nice to them, goddammit, because you don't have a lot left.
Oh, God.
What weekend, how many weekends has it been that we've had events in a row now? I think it's been 8 weekends in a row.
No, more.
It starts back in, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But when one person shows up, be like, all right, we gotta do this.
Yeah, we gotta clear the schedule.
Clear the schedule. You know what I mean? So this is a good time to take time for friends and family. Today we have a Max0r video. And I'm really excited about every Elden Ring video that comes up.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I restarted reshooting my Elden Ring video.
Yeah.
And as I was editing it, I kind of just started playing it during some of the videos, right? So then there are just like gaps where I'm just like running around and just looking at stuff.
Yes,
and
right.
Like, I had this one clip of me just like, I had this broken sword and I was just punching a guy in the back of the head. And it took like 20 minutes to kill him.
What did he do?
And then I realized I'm on camera like, oh, this is not entertaining at all.
Right.
So
this is fun for you only.
Right. So we'll probably do like a little boss rush and end up putting up some of the clips and stuff like that and playing it. But then I got super obsessed with one of these quests. I spent 8 days trying to figure out how to complete this quest.
Yeah.
Like going back and reading items, going back to old parts of the game, talking to old characters.
Yeah.
And then finally I quit and went to Google. You know, give me one hint. You have to go in the back, not the front of the castle you've been going in. And when you go in the back, it just ends the quest. And I spent a literal week just like trying to figure this out. So there's a ton to do. And I'm sure Max0r, like in the last video we have, is going to get through probably nothing in this next hour.
Right.
You know? So how do you feel about your Elden Ring? Because you quit playing Dark Souls like a year ago at this point.
A little bit longer than that, I think.
It's 2024.
It's 24.
So yeah, it's been
so
2
like 2
years.
You know, I knew I wasn't going to play Elden Ring when it was announced, right? Because I failed in my eyes so spectacularly at Dark Souls 3.
Yeah.
But like every time I watched gameplay of it, I'm like, well, I could do that.
Yeah.
Like I could do that.
I would have made you start with Elden Ring.
Everyone says it's a lot more accessible.
There it is. There's the word. Accessibility.
Yeah.
Every build type works. There's a weapon for everybody.
Yeah.
Dark Souls 3 is also easier, but it's very much punishing.
Yes.
You know, very linear.
Yes, it is.
And if you can't get past this boss, you will not progress. You know? So let's see where he's at. I think he left off at quest actually that I just finished off at the Volcanic Manor.
Okay.
With that big snake guy.
All right.
Yep. And so let's get into it, man.
I'm excited.
What's the name of this one? Incorrect Son of Elden Ring?
Oh, he's doing the Shadow of Erdtree. Oh, this is going to have spoilers. I'm sorry, babe.
Sins and Shadows. Well, let's do it. Or maybe not. You know, maybe he just gets distracted and doesn't really ruin anything. All right, Max0r, let's go! You didn't let's go. Let's go.
Play the video.
Come on, let's go. You're not in a let's go mood?
No.
Oh, no. It's an hour of this.
Play the video.
You better be in a let's go mood because we're going. Flashing lights and a lot of spoilers.
Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree, is the newest and greatest installment in a series that I can only describe as the refined man's flagellation. Recognized and infamous for having such straightforward story and gameplay that there are literally hundreds of YouTubers whose job it is to explain the things that happen in it.
Yeah.
Now, suffice it to say,
Hello.
I'm going to be doing a lot of that today, but I can assure you, the accuracy of my statements are generally described as highly questionable at best, as I am currently being hunted in 39 kingdoms for crimes against information.
39 is crazy.
Taking place inside the brand new realm of Shadow, where the developers accidentally created an entire new game of content and pretended it was DLC. This novel expansion promises to deliver a whole new world of masochism and internal injury, all the while providing a generous serving of beautiful and breathtaking vistas at approximately the same rate as it scares the blood outside of your body.
It scares the blood outside.
Real quick.
Yeah.
I have beef with Max0r.
Oh, okay.
Okay? I have beef with Max0r.
Why?
Because his videos are fast, right? Which I have come to accept that his videos are fast. But if you're gonna put these you're gonna put text on the screen that I should read, that I want to read, I'm trying desperately to read it. Could you make it a readable font? I understand the aesthetics, okay? It looks good.
Do you understand the aesthetics? Because you need to, what is it gonna go with, sans?
It looks good, but I would like to be able to read it in the 0.00001 milliseconds that you give me to read it.
Well, then get the transcript, because the rest of us are enjoying ourselves.
God, you're not reading anything. There's no way.
So what I do, the hack I have, so I can play this one. You know, first of all, I know what some of this stuff is already, so I don't need to read the whole thing.
Approximately the same rate as
I'm skimming. The only ones I miss are these.
Serving of beautiful and breathtaking vistas at approximately the same rate as its.
Those are the ones that I miss, because you only hear so much. Bottom text to keep the pausers on their toes.
I'm me. That's me. I'm the pauser. I would pause after everything if I could.
He literally called you out, and then you called him out, but he's calling you out.
This is bullshit.
Hey, what do you mean pausers? What do you want me to do? Not pause it?
You move too fast.
That's what she said. Let's do it.
Scares the blood outside of your body.
Outside?
And you would be very surprised just how much one man can bleed. To explore this contrasting land of putrid possibilities, we play as the Tarnished, one of many horrifying insults to God, who primarily fight their enemies by drinking a soda that sends your bones into attack mode. Finally sent to the Land of Shadow upon hearing the news that Moog, Lord of Blood, has beaten the allegations, and wishes to sue this blonde twink for defamation of character.
That's so
all throughout the lands between.
I've been trying to not get spoilers, but that part has been spoiled so much.
Yeah.
Our enemies crave the sweet, merciful embrace of death, and for the delicious taste of finely crafted steel. This is the story of one such Tarnished who chose to heed their harrowing call, to challenge the authority of the very gods themselves, and to pursue the all-powerful Elden Ring.
Yeah, put the ring on my finger. It's a literal ring.
Looks so cinematic.
Yeah, man. God, this DLC is so satisfying. It's more Dark Souls now than it ever has been before. Sick. Dude, who made the music?
Miquella the Kind spoke of many things. That the birth of a god oft requires sacrifice. And for each light that dawns, a shadow is cast in kind. Thus did he depart to the place cloaked eternal in twilight, in search of his birthright, his godhood. And now from you, I request something similar. To find the path sanctified by Miquella's stride. To venture with us to the lands of shadow.
Sounds like fun.
What the fuck are you talking about?
A land whose wonders shall never be put to song. Doomed to be forgotten evermore. Where the remnants of an ancient war suffer even still the indignities of defeat and the abandonment of victory. The land under the wings of the Dreadlord Vale, in the gaze of the beasts, once divine, and cloaked eternally in the ashes of Mesmer's flame. All to follow in the footsteps of kindly Miquella, across all corners it may lead, to complete his journey, to witness his ascension. Go now, touch the withered arm,
touch it,
and journey to the land forgotten.
Touch it.
I will not be far behind. May we meet again.
Touch it.
Grip it.
That's nasty.
Squeeze it.
He's naked.
Take your clothes off and go and travel.
You don't get no clothes? Oh, that's a dead dragon. Oh shit.
It's not dead. He's very much alive.
big ass tree. Music is sick.
So after being banished to the literal Shadow Realm, we take our first steps into the Spirit Grave Plains, the beautiful and majestic site of a cataclysmic ancient war. Or more accurately, a cataclysmic ancient genocide.
Yeah, facts.
You see, I can use my inductive reasoning skills to deduce that, people died here. And we are going to be adding to that total now. So this is the, first enemy in the DLC, and a great choice for beginners. I really like the part where he just never stops pursuing you.
Greetings, Tarnished One. Your presence here is fortuitous, for I bear a burdensome quest of grave import. Should you be brave
oh, fuck, wait a second. Okay, so I have greatly misinterpreted his acro range. This guy is really interested in hearing the lore. Okay, motherfucker, I'm gonna take you out. It's not looking good.
Did he just brute force kill it or what? Oh no, he with the
Now,
grind.
seeing as my physical safety is currently an open question, we have to equip ourselves with brand new threads every single time I walk into a new place. Yes, I am going to keep the jar on during sex. It comforts me. And by hunting a homeless man to death in the woods where no one will hear me scream. This enables us to explore and investigate all kinds of new and amazing structures.
Bro literally is trying on every piece of armor he can find. That is not how you play this video game.
Yes, it is. Put it all on.
That distinctly alter how and where the game is going to kill you, as well as shaping our interactions with the various local wildlife.
I'm Coyote Peterson, and I'm about to be eaten alive.
Literally just...
We've got hot dogs. Every second of his life is spent in torment.
Hot dog. It's a hot dog.
Oh my god.
Fucking Big Bird, apparently. The, what?
Tendril
I feel like I'm
demons.
fighting a fucking Twitch emote. And of course the, Dread Army of Eternal Pursuit.
God,
Thus the Covenant of Fate is bound and your doom inexorable. This shit is lagging my game a lot. He is the lag monster. Yes, he is the lag monster.
His main attack is heating up your CPU.
My computer thanks me for rendering this every day. Wandering erratically in a given direction, we promptly take shelter in a random cave, only to realize that that was a horrible mistake, and that this is no random cave. Oh god. Oh god. What the fuck is that thing?
Trapped in hell.
Okay, so I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. The jars are people. We've been killing people this entire time.
Yeah.
Probably babies too.
Yeah.
You can never unlearn this information, and honestly, I would fucking do it again.
Jesus.
Yeah, okay. Excuse me, I hiccuped and then burped like a real man. I was wondering, what did you think they were? They talk, they walk, they feel
The jars
pain.
talk?
Yeah.
I didn't know the jars talked.
Yeah.
I was already against you killing the jars every time you killed the
They
jars.
bleed.
Yeah,
They
but
bleed.
You know.
Well, okay then. So you're on board is what you're saying.
No!
Hey, if they kill you, you kill it back. Sorry, man.
Okay,
I
but
want your
you
pieces.
go out of your way to go kill jars.
Yeah, I see it, yeah. It's like when you play Link and you have to roll through
No, that's
the jars.
different. Those are inanimate objects. Those jars don't feel anything.
In that dimension, they're inanimate. In my dimension, they're very animate.
Like, my brother in Christ, you firebombed Renala's preschool. Do you think anything is going to faze me at this point? See, kids, this is what happens to your body when you smoke pot. I cast Deathlight on myself.
Jesus.
Oh, please, not the jar. Anything but the jar. I don't think you know the implications of that one, Elden Ring. Miyazaki's into some freaky shit. Exiting the confines of the Cobalt Mines with the status of the extremely cracked out monkey boss still in debate, for the Simian race knows not the authority of God's light. We make our way far to the west, venturing beyond the border of the grassland, before setting foot upon the majestic steps of Belurat. Scorched city of umbral secrets, cursed camp of forgotten grace, and first legacy dungeon of the DLC. Which unfortunately means that this is the easiest dungeon of the DLC. Please keep that in mind when you're fighting the giant scorpions. As a revered guest of this troublesome town, it's up to us to investigate exactly what happened to Belurat and why it was incredibly funny. Following in the footsteps of Mikolai as he gets lost for the next 40 minutes and accidentally ends up inside the sewer system. Miyazaki designs my favorite Indian burial grounds.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Green Giant was never the same after he visited Chernobyl.
Damn.
Getting back to the site of grace in a very green fashion, we decide to visit my grandma because she is old and has dementia.
Who are you? What are your kind doing here?
I'm your grandson, silly.
Your kin. Burned, Belurat. Burnt it all until naught remains but ash. 1,000 curses upon your kin. 1,000 curses.
Oh, you're so funny, Grandma. I'll be seeing you later then.
That's a lot of spiders.
These are scorpions, Reese. They're geniuses.
Dude, Kyle, don't move.
Okay. Oh, thanks for telling me not to move. There was a spider. There was a scorpion jump scare up there.
That's a good clip right there.
Playing with friends must be so nice. Having somebody to play Elden Ring with must be so satisfying. If only I had a strength build to complement all the debuffs I put on people.
Maybe you should go with your own strength build instead of a fucking dex build every time you play a Souls-like.
Roll,
My husband does a dex build for every Souls-like and then gets mad when he gets freaking one-shot by things.
If they can catch me, they can kill me. But you gotta catch me first. I set things on fire and bleed them. And I spin around.
Crazy.
Okay, so this enemy just, doesn't fuck around. He's got a moveset that's pretty fast. Not really sure how you're supposed to deal with that, but okay.
Oh my god. Fighting that guy is like watching a Max0r video. You can't keep up.
Exactly. Look at the foot. The foot!
What?
Hey guys, can you come over here for a sec? I think I found a secret.
Oh my god!
I love the vomit pit. I'm such a big fan of the vomit pit.
I love going to Chuck E. Cheese. I love the vomit pit filled with food.
Oh, cool. It's the severed hand weapon. Nothing touches the heart faster. I say as I rip open your chest cavity.
Oh my god.
That guy's got a fucked up name, by the way. We gotta put this guy. We gotta put this guy out of his misery. We just gotta fucking kill this guy. Yeah, just fuck him up with hammers.
Fire Knight.
What is his name?
I couldn't read it. Fire Knight somebody.
Is our thing not in 4K? 4K check.
It's not. Fire Knight.
We're going. Is it Querlag?
Corligan?
We just gotta fucking kill this guy.
Sure.
Yeah, just
That guy's name is Squidward.
Yeah.
And that guy's name is Reese. What the fuck?
Reese with the C.
That guy said, yeah. That's cool. Yeah. There's a lot of cool shit in this game.
Belurat. Coming to a theater near you.
Alright, here we go. This is the music.
Oh, horn-decked beast, from higher sphere delivered. Awake, O terror, by the gods' decree.
Summoning bad things. Oh.
Purge the filth with thy wrath and fury rend out.
Yeah. Cut it up.
It has a thumb. It has thumbs. It has thumbs.
It can do this.
Cleanse all thou may.
Yeah.
Their flesh are thine to flay.
Oh, it has feet.
It's definitely wearing a head of a monster.
For the final time.
Pick his head.
I think it's all one thing. We're gonna eat you. Right? We're gonna eat it?
Why would we eat it?
We're gonna eat you. It does. Oh, Grandma!
So she does remember.
He's the wolf the whole time.
That's funny.
You fooled me.
But also, you know what it's giving?
It's giving.
Edward.
Damn.
Friend.
Damn. That's such a messed up reference.
That's what it looked like. Go back. Go back. Go back.
I'm going.
Look.
It does, kinda.
Fuck that guy, by the way. Fuck him forever.
Also, I watched that video where the guys were like, you gotta pick an anime character to fight. If you beat him up, you get $1 million. And they picked that guy.
Why?
He was a soldier.
Yeah.
He would murder you.
Also, yeah.
He's a crazy old man, and I get it. We would like to beat him up. He is a trained soldier. So, pick his daughter. Easy win.
That's
Get the dog. Get the dog.
That's fucked up.
Pick the dog. It's trustworthy. You can choke it out.
That's fucked up.
The old man would handle you. Robert, 120 pounds at the anime convention.
Why would you say that?
But you gotta get for $1 million. For $1 million.
I'm gonna be so for real, and this might be messed up. For $1 million, I'm fucking up Capybara-san.
In the chest.
I could take him out.
Beam!
Easy peasy.
Capybara, Give me that mill. I want it in ones. I'm a bathe in it.
In ones is crazy.
I'm a bathe in it.
In ones is crazy.
Yeah, drop it on me slow. Slow, right? Don't pick the old man. He'll handle you. He'll handle you. I'm just reminding y'all, all right? Bad choice. Somebody picked Yamcha, he's going to rip your throat out. All right, here we go.
My grandson.
This is cool.
So she does remember.
That looks sick. I want to fight it. Oh, it does magic too. Yeah, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome, everyone, to the first major boss of the DLC, Divine Beast Dancing Lion, who is not an actual lion, but are in fact two very coordinated people inside of a big suit, presumably so they can sneak into a movie theater.
Somebody is like grabbing him with the Gmod physics gun and attached a couple thrusters to him.
Dancing Lion is the perfect introduction to this game's DLC bosses, both functioning as a difficult challenge for the player and also as a massive warning sign, because this shit is not going to get any easy for you. I am having difficulties killing Mr. Beast. Perhaps he should make real videos like mine. Starting out the fight in Phase 1, the Divine Beast is actually a very manageable foe, offering us a pretty decent hurdle in terms of timing and aggression, but a less decent hurdle when it comes to his incredibly funny cameramancy. This, however, is merely a glimpse into what fearsome and frightening assaults lie just around the corner.
I love the realism in him not dodging every attack that doesn't look like an attack.
Yeah.
Like, you can feel it when you play Dark Souls. When you see somebody dodge early, you get like that feeling in your chest. You're like, oh man, you're gonna get hit.
Yeah.
But when you play the game and you do it and get hit, you just get panic.
Yeah.
So you just press the button again immediately.
Yeah.
Which gets you hit again immediately.
Button mashing.
Yeah.
And after a brief yet exhilarating bout, Divine Beast finally enters Phase 2 by channeling the power of the entire atmosphere, gaining access to 3 related yet distinct elemental phases, each one an absolute wrecking ball to both my health bar and this video's bitrate, with the lightning phase adding a great deal of range and aftershocks, the frost phase adding big stumps and punishing damage, and the storm phase adding in 50 tornado sirens. Jesus Christ, I'm fighting the fucking Avatar! Going from an ostensibly straightforward battle to a ruthlessly engaging and unpredictable gauntlet, switching between all manner of elements to keep you on your toes while giving you precious few moments to breathe or reciprocate. Because by the time you've gotten used to an element, he is already switching to the next one. Greatly compounding even further into the fight when the Divine Beast shifts into a medley of every element back to back, forcing you to flee in abject terror while the boss channels the power of the 4 elements. And number 2 will shock you. So despite and because of this chaos, Divine Beast Dancing Lion is an absolutely peak fight, balancing out explosive violence with a myriad of openings, each one gated by the guesses and gambles that you are willing to take. And I just so happen to be very bad at the casino.
This looks awesome!
Not because I'm addicted to the game.
This music? You want to add this music to Clash Royale?
No, this gaming makes me think of Clash Royale.
What possible... My wife will look at RuneScape and say Minecraft, and I giggle, right? I get it. It's old. What about this reminds you of Clash Royale?
So it kind of makes me think of when you're like facing a deck, right? And they have E-Wiz, and they have Tornado, and they have Fireball. Like,
got it.
You know?
She might be addicted. Guys.
I'm not!
Yeah, she might be addicted. It's also, though, the only game where she's better at me than is Clash Royale. So there's that.
That's not the only game.
Oh, what's the other one?
Scrabble.
I just beat you in Scrabble.
You didn't beat me.
That's why you didn't want to keep track of the score, huh?
We beat each other.
Mm-hmm.
We literally...
I spelled goon on a double word multiplier.
We couldn't make any more words.
I kind of fucked up.
No, he did it on purpose.
No,
but
I didn't.
No, he did it on purpose, but he didn't realize that he was gonna fuck himself over when he fucked me over.
I was spelling a word, Nat, to use the letters twice, then you used the letters.
Right.
And that's what set us back.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, I was trying to spell grounded. I had all the words in my hand, and there was nowhere to put it. Whose fault was that? What Q word did you just spell?
You took up the only space that we had.
What Q word?
I don't remember. I do remember that because of you, I couldn't put the Q on the triple letter score.
The point is, the only game she's better at me than is Clash Royale. I'm competitive in Scrabble. I can't spell a lot of words, but they're worth a lot of points. He's literally whipping out all the stops, man.
Hell yeah. Good job.
It's like a spoiler, but not really a spoiler. Because he's not showing you how to win the fight.
Right.
You know?
So after defeating our enthusiastic celebration of Chinese New Year, we ascend to the very peak of Belurat's twisted tower, bathed in the stunning presence of the Shadow Tree. Climbing with bated
Just
breath
the
its
size of the
sweeping
game is so
stairs before
impressive.
finally reaching the mailbox. How did you get a letter up here?
Tarnished. I hope this letter reaches thee unscathed, for it would be treacherous if that weird lion downstairs woke up. Beyond the tower sealed by shadow lies a place known as the Gates of Divinity.
Nice.
Surely, this is the ultimate goal of kindly Mikola. And thus, if we are united in common cause, it is there
Which
that
we are,
must
clearly.
head.
I don't know you.
Follow the crosses of Mikola East to the grim castle of Ensis, and beyond there to the Shadow Keep.
Oh, that don't
Surely,
look good.
it is there that our answers lie. I await an audience with thee. Should fate follow,
How the hell did you get up here?
You could have just come with me and we
Love
could
you,
have fought
Pookie Bear.
through together.
So after entering the Mushroom Kingdom and receiving a letter from Bowser, we
Nice.
decide to take a break from our DLC duties by pushing the character creator to its absolute limits beyond the boundaries of God and man. He's just so beautiful, like a sunrise over the crashing waves. Because,
something I never
as it
get.
turns out,
How everybody is obsessed with Dark Souls also makes little goofy characters.
Yeah, like when I
Yeah.
spend hours in the in-game creator for any game that lets you do it, trying to make sure that my person is like
Dragon's Dogma.
aesthetically pleasing as possible to myself
Mass
personally,
Effect.
right? Yeah, yeah.
Dark Souls,
I spend
yep.
a lot of time making hot black women the freaking main character of my video
She's
games.
made 3 of my Black Desert characters. I just sit her down and just let her go nuts.
Yeah, it's a great time.
Right.
You know, and then people come and do this.
Little goofy boys. Little goofy goobers.
I don't, like, maybe I'm just not mature enough yet.
There's 2 types of people that play Dark Souls to embrace how much you die. Guys like me, they're taking it really serious, right? I like no-hit boss runs occasionally. You know, I'll fight him with a dagger. I can do this. I can beat anything.
Yeah.
And then there are guys that just, like, don't care about dying. It's just all about the vibes.
Yeah.
You can't get their spirits down.
Yeah.
And they make goofy little guys.
I can't play, like, Dark Souls on my period because I get so angry. Like, I get so mad. Last time, Chavez was like, what is wrong with you?
At
Like,
the
why
edge
are
of
you...
anger
like-
tears. And I'm like, just put the controller down. She's like, sure, I'll put the controller down. To be fair.
Fuck this game. I don't even care about this game anyway.
But see, she was doing a strength build, so we rushed strength, and she didn't have enough endurance. So you got 1 dodge and 1 attack. So that's pretty hard to play the game in boss mode, you know?
Bad. It was so bad.
Yeah, good stuff.
My sponsored GamerSubs, Wandering Merchant of the Energy Drinks, literally allows me to slander them by creating funny builds and characters based on each of their terrifying flavors.
Oh no.
And ever since then, have been begging me to stop. So if you want to know more about how to get energy delivered at a low price, this might not be the right video. Okay, so the first thing on our list is going to be, lean, which definitely does not depict President Joe Biden on it, because if they did, they would receive an actual cease and desist letter from the Department of Homeland Security. It would be really bad if that hypothetically happened.
Right.
Raw meat. Going to be a bit of a big boy today. Has a lot of meat inside of him. I'm taking that to the extreme, by the way. This man has no room for bones.
Oh.
AFK sleep support. We're going to be using an arcane sleep build. He doesn't actually do any damage because of his lack of negative side effects. Not really sure what you're supposed to do with this one, honestly. The official Max0r cup, who is unfortunately invisible because you do not know what it looks like yet. Stay tuned for updates on this guy.
Okay.
And last but not least, we have code Max0r with 0 for 10% off GamerSubs purchases, who has a lot of stamina because he is just so healthy. You can find him inside the description of the video. Just please do not tell GamerSubs that I'm making this. It's going to be our little secret from now on.
How many views? How many views in the video?
470,000.
Yep, little secret. No problem. We won't snitch.
Also, the Max0r with the 0 thing cracked me up because the first time I ever posted a Max0r video, I accidentally put an O instead of a 0. And this one commenter was so angry. He was so mad. It was like a long ass paragraph. Like, he was mad that like we were reacting anyway. But
Right.
So mad.
Oh yeah,
it was like this long ass paragraph. And he was like, and clearly you're not even a fan of Max0r because you don't even know that he uses a 0 instead of an O. And like I was like, bro, chill. My bad. I was rushing when I put out, like, when I titled it. Like,
you know what? Don't need to defend yourself. You know how people become fans of things? Do you think we just spawn out the womb and go, I love Max0r with the 0? You gotta fucking watch it first, bud. That's the people who crack me up when they're just, you're not even a fan of this. Right, so I can't interact with this at all because I've never seen them before.
Yeah.
Everybody has their first time young version. Sometimes it's... Never mind.
Look, man, I had to pop the Max0r cherry. My bad.
Sometimes you gotta insert it quick. I didn't have time to check. You gotta just go in, bro. So just relax.
Terrible timing. Play the video.
Moving on across the Great Bridge to the Grand Castle of Ensis, we immediately get distracted with random caves because this game has content again. Can I just blow up the fucking...
Yes, you can.
Oh my god.
You know the item is going to be good when it's placed next to 20 explosives.
Oh yeah.
So we make our way over to the scariest location in the entire game, featuring a wide variety of hilarious jump scares and funny skeleton boss fights. What the fuck kind of crack they got in the Paris catacombs? You know the item is going to be good when it's placed next to the giant bloodstain. Okay, look, I get this game is supposed to be hard, but I can't iframe the ceiling. So after spending 35 hours in the ball-crushing facility, we decide to head south to one of Elden Ring's characteristic, extremely high thermostat dungeons, where the boiling magma can best be described as a minor inconvenience. Me enjoying the coolest summer for the rest of my life. Yeah, lava in Elden Ring is just like, not a big deal apparently. The water's fine, guys, I don't know what you're complaining about. What?
Vile Bale!
Is this homeless man okay?
My contempt for you is nigh but poetic, like that of the great American novel.
What one?
Moby Dick!
That's actually a really good reference. That dude hated that whale.
He really did.
Yeah.
You need a hospital.
Just you wait, for I, Egon, will be progressing just south of this very
thanks for the directions, man. Following in the footsteps of the nearest homeless man, we blindly and uncritically follow his directions straight into 4 hours of hidden content. This is going to be a theme in the future, including his directions that tell us to jump directly into a bottomless pit.
Great. And you did it.
That is false advertising.
Egon
gave me some crazy fucking edibles.
My husband does that to me all the time.
I do.
He'll be like, jump down this thing. And I'm like, no, I don't want to jump down this thing. You're crazy.
Jump in
He's like, jump. Do it.
Do it.
Do it. One time he was wrong, though, and I did die.
Sometimes you gotta just vibe it out, man. I thought it was a path down there. My bad.
It was around this time that the game began subtly suggesting to me that I may wish to come back at a later time. And I chose to ignore it.
Exactly. Oh. I killed it.
Oh, this isn't a good place to be.
No.
Welcome back, Kalid. We missed you.
Woo!
It's almost as if the game was specifically trying to prevent me from getting here. I just can't get over the fucking... It looks like a joke. Welcome back, Godskin Noble. We missed you. We got some crazy lore implications right here.
Oh.
Really can't wait for the VOD video on this one.
Mule? Elf?
Write that name down. Body?
Oh. Huh? Crazy lore implications right here. Really can't wait for the VOD video on this one.
Body?
Vati.
Yeah, write that one down. That's a good one.
With what writing utensils?
Your mind.
Okay.
Is it written down? Oh, look at those big old eyes. Yeah, look at me over here. How you doing there, pretty lady?
You cannot flirt with me in the middle of a video.
When my wife's not around, we could get Let me know when.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is he okay?
Okay.
Does he need a fucking aspirin?
Tarnished one.
Oh.
Hi.
Do you hunger for the soul of a dragon?
Yes.
Not
For
particularly.
communion with the beating heart of a beast?
No.
Yes.
Those are kind of expensive, lady.
Then, in exchange for your soul
My
offered
soul?
to the Drake Flames, I will
Drake.
offer you power far beyond what you can imagine.
Give it to her.
Greater than even
Touch
the...
it.
Right, like you don't even have to ask.
What?
Never mind, fuck it.
Girls implying that she actually had to ask. Heading on further over the dragons.
What did he say?
Extremely.
Fuck it.
Girls implying that she actually had to ask.
You are a flesh automaton animated by neurotransmitters.
Got it.
Heading on further over the dragons. Extremely detailed feat.
God
This
damn.
is Miyazaki's vision, guys. You can't make fun of it. We are greeted by the beautiful and enthralling landscape of the southern coast. Realm of contrasting colors and majestic saffron shores.
Ah, Florida.
Except the landscape here isn't actually yellow. I'm just fucking with you.
Damn.
Filling our hearts with a profound sense of astonishment and amazement.
Imagine watching a Max0r video and not realizing he just changes the colors
Oh,
and
yeah.
shit for whatever reason.
Yeah, he just does things.
Just like, I like it better this way, and he rocks with it. And then you play the game and you're like, what the fuck?
Right.
Where's the
It
stuff?
doesn't look like this at all. Where are the rainbows?
Like every game is like half black and white, half neon color.
Yeah.
Holy shit, what is this? Oh, there's a blue area. Oh my god, it's fucking too fort. This is a really beautiful place to die in. Can't wait to see what amazing enemies live in this
Oh, no.
Great. Another
Oh
bird.
god, not you again. This is the wrong neighborhood, motherfucker. We need to leave.
That bird is fucking you.
Southern Coast.
Welcome to the Southern Coast, a land comprised of many distinct areas, each with their own unique and stunning color schemes, including but not limited to the Crimson Countryside, the Azure Abode, the Funny Finger Family, and of course the secret green area that no one will tell you about. This one is a Max0r video exclusive.
Okay.
Moving on through the red part of the map while ignoring the various color combinations, we decide to take shelter in the local torture dungeon where we can find
Another
the
one.
undisputed best item in the entire game.
3.
The ability to scream. We did this for like 10 minutes. Just do what I do when I have problems. Oh, okay, so this is this is the boss? Oh no, I am really intimidated right now. This man's got confidence. Now, out of every horrifying area that we've seen in this game, the Southern Coast definitely takes the cake in terms of visual splendor, consistently capturing the player's imagination and attention to the detriment of everything else. There are so many beautiful things to see around here, and the only thing that could make it better was if all of them didn't want to kill me, usually with a very intense immediacy. It's a monkey. You fucking, you okay, man? You look kinda, I appear to have made a friend. So after engaging in a great deal of monkey business, we ride to the east of the Cerulean coast, past the glowing cross where Mikola abandoned his foreskin or something. I don't know, I'm not a lore expert. And pacing along the beach with a suspicious amount of fingers, before finally reaching our mysterious destination.
This is
and
not
immediately
pretty.
wanting to go back. I am okay with allowing it to remain mysterious.
Stop touching me with your creep finger. Jeez.
Holy. Jesus Christ. What is all this?
It's the Finger family. We found the Finger family, dude.
What?
These are the Finger...
It's good to know that his friends don't understand him either.
Yeah.
Ruins, where Miyazaki, uncontent with his weird foot fetish, has decided to move on to the next best thing. And even more disturbing than that, these ruins are exclusively occupied by the funny suckmen, who I spent 40 minutes getting sucked by because this area is just so difficult.
Damn.
Oh my god! What the fuck are you? That is not normal. I'm just going to forget this place ever existed.
Yeah,
Coming to the bit has led me to places that I would not go with a gun.
It's just not getting better.
Heading on over to the southernmost edge of the Cerulean coast, or hypothetically, some other color, we encounter this mysterious giant hole, which, upon further investigation, goes into the ground. Boom! Why is his scream so lifelike? And after a considerable fault in navigation, we descend further into the arcane abyss before finally revealing the secrets within.
Not supposed to be here.
Fissure Depths, domain of remarkable revelations and sleepy subterfuge, full
Me
of
and an
enemies that
ostrich.
want nothing more than to give us a nice nap for the rest of our lives, as well as the immortal footprints of the Empyrean Nicola forever inscribed on this enduring cross. I abandon here my love.
Damn.
Yeah, Nicola, I've been there too.
Damn.
I wish I could throw Stephanie into a giant pit. Okay, actually though, that is genuinely concerning. Like a...
Who's Stephanie?
Right.
Tell us a story. Max0r, lore video. Stephanie. Just tell the story while fighting an Elden Ring boss. What did she do to you, dog? I'll take your side.
That reminds me, I was watching SCP Sedition 049, and in that one, Jacobs is like talking to the plague doctor, and the plague doctor says something. He's like, "Christ, you're worse than my ex," and I was like, "Ooh, not the Lord! What did your ex do?" First of all, why does the plague doctor remind you of your ex? How toxic was that relationship? But also, you can't drop a little niblet like that and then expect me not to munch on
The
it.
plague doctor's like, yeah, man, I sew up non-dead bodies, make them non-dead again. Poorly. He's like, just like my ex.
Can I have it? This is the EP zone. You can tell because of how relaxing it is, especially when it comes to the giant slug ASMR. This is just genuinely unpleasant to hear. But you know what isn't relaxing? Literally everything else.
Right.
I am here significantly before I'm supposed to be. Heading further into the mangled mausoleum, we uncover a new weapon with a new status effect called Eternal Sleep, which, in my personal experience, can be applied to most weapons. So after experimenting with a lot of opiates at the hands of the local drug dealers, we encounter a sedated sorority of animals, engaged together in a sleepover so good that they will never wake up again. And I'm gonna say what nobody else is willing to say. America has a fentanyl crisis. Is your first fucking instinct just to kill all the sleeping animals, dude?
So
like,
if I can target it, it needs to die.
He's just like you!
Blindly accept
Look at it
dude,
get blown
like,
up.
If I
Look
can
at it go poorly. Look.
target it, it needs to die.
blindly accepting the advice of
Yeah. I was showing my wife that you can kill chickens and cows and baby cows in RuneScape.
That's so fucked.
I need the meat.
You don't!
I need the feathers.
You don't!
I did.
Oh my god.
And I buried the bones. That's responsible.
of the last guy who died trying, we jump directly into the gaping abyss with absolutely no regard for the consequences. Boom!
Oh.
Is he okay? Eventually leading us to the foundation of the Fissure Depths, and in turn, the Putrescent Knight.
The who?
Putrescent.
Putrescent is
Welcome
crazy.
back, Tree Sentinel. We missed you.
Ooh.
This boss is pretty hilarious. Not because he holds his attacks until the heat death of the universe, although he does do that, but rather being a literal skeleton riding his own skin, Putrescent Knight has a habit of moving away from you during his only attack windows. And also he's fucking horrifying.
Yeah.
No matter what I do, I just cannot seem to hit him. In the same way that I just cannot seem to interpret what I'm currently looking at. This is what happens to your horse when he survives the glue factory.
Damn.
Like, bro, that is not
Horse
okay.
glue.
Mom said it's my turn to do the attack combos. Overall, Putrescent Night truly represents the southern coast, both in terms of its intrinsic beauty and its congenital terror, especially considering the fact that you aren't supposed to go here yet, and the game spent at least 2 hours trying to tell me that. This is all to say that I have dug my grave far too deep to climb out now, and the irony of this setting is not lost on me.
So many coffins, 100,000 coffins. This boss looks less fun.
Yeah.
Just like awkward and weird. Horse?
Yeah.
It's not a horse.
I mean, it's part horse.
It's a fleshy man. Get the thing! Touch the bonfire!
He's a little horse.
Got it. Nice.
I didn't make that joke on purpose, but I did appreciate it.
Tarnished, do you grow weary of this life?
Daily.
Longing to shelter from suffering with eternal
there.
You know, honestly, I wasn't before, but then I looked at you.
Damn!
Tarnished in my juicy nectar, in the velvet embrace of Saint Trina, you lie at peace forever.
Saint Trina puts people to sleep, yeah.
That's crazy.
You slept.
Oh, you're awake again. Hello.
That just kills you. I guess it was just all a dream. What a lovely NPC, honestly. So after unfortunately suffering an overdose at the hands of the local drug dealers, we decide to head instead to the craggy landscape of the Jagged Peak, which is in fact where I was supposed to go in the first place. A sinister and looming feature of the landscape visible from almost every location. Rumored dwelling of forces most malicious, and home to the funniest wildlife thus seen in the lands between. With our first example being the Jagged Peak Drake, which despite being a fairly rudimentary fight that we have done 15 times already, implies the existence of a Jagged Peak Josh. I'm just gonna not play this one, honestly. Riding further east along this mountain's broken bluffs and sharp stones, we navigate this dismal and desolate terrain, wondering what stunning content lies just ahead. Only to find 2 more of the exact same dragon, prompting me to immediately terminate my playthrough.
Oh, it's Jagged Peak Drake again. And he's fighting Jagged Peak Josh.
At least I don't have to play the game now. It's almost as if the game was specifically trying to prevent me from getting here. God damn it, not this guy again.
He's back.
What?
In my unyielding state of rage, you've made me forget the name of the whale in that book.
It's called Moby Dick.
Damn
you!
Whale! Drake Warrior. Mighty Drake Warrior.
I prefer Kendrick personally.
Upon the top of this rotten peak lies a dragon most foul. A dragon who has thus confounded me.
It is Moby Dick.
Bale! Rotten, vile, damnable Bale! King of the Jagged Mountain. Slay Bale, slay him with me, and feast on his heart.
You know what? I'm just not gonna tell you now.
Some Bale.
So after listening to the ramblings of a homeless man for the severanth time today, we ascend sharply up the mountain, filled with a new sense of motivation and purpose, further and greatly emphasized by the hilarious string of Looney Tunes obstacles. Oh my god. It's the best fight in the entire game. The 15th dragon. I'm so grateful they put this here instead of anything else. Fleeing further upwards, surpassing the realm of geographical possibility, we are carried beyond the height of anything seen until now, to a path covered in naught but rugged rocks and ridiculously violent weather.
Dead dragons.
It's a gender reveal party. Before finally rising to the mighty summit of the Jagged Peak, where we will await the entrance of a mighty foe.
Okay!
Curse you!
I want to hate like he hates.
I hereby
want this.
You will rue this day, for we have come to hunt thee, Bale. Your fears made flesh.
And Bale said I'm with it. No speech. Just fight it.
For I will riddle with holes your rotten eye. With a hail of harpoons.
That's hard.
With every last drop of
Am I even supposed to be here? Here we are finally fighting Bale the Dread, Twisted King of the Jagged Mountain. Or more accurately,
he came and got his ass.
Oh my god.
That's what it's like when King grabs you in Tekken.
It really is.
I'm coming for you, bro. Damn.
Am I even Twisted King of the Jagged Mountain? Or more accurately, watching Egon fight Bale for us. And he's doing a really good job so far. Now, if you weren't already disregarding me as an accurate guide, then let this fight be a lesson to you. Because you are definitely not supposed to win this yet, and I definitely don't care. Genuinely just walked on this guy for like 4 hours straight.
Miyazaki wants the epileptics in the audience to just die in real life.
Bale the Dragon has a dreadful arsenal of attacks, each one requiring their own reactions and responses, with a consistently small margin of error that will keep you guessing for a very long boss fight, and some of the funniest damage that a nuclear weapon is capable of, including but not limited to swipe attacks, grab attacks, extremist attacks, and a significant amount of the color orange, making for a battle that is as beautifully chaotic as it is violently explosive, because Lord knows this boss fight has plenty of that.
Oh my god! The explosion, like the alien explosion was dope.
Egon, can you, like, shut the fuck up soon? Right. This battle truly feels like an epic hunt against the likes of a terrifying beast, with a mesmerizing barrage of blows whose haunting splendor can only be matched by their daunting power, especially when the majority of attacks take out half of my health bar.
He still is not dead. Look how little damage he's done. It's just so long.
They got everything right in regards to both presentation and gameplay. But what I didn't anticipate was that they expect the same out of you, putting our patience to the ultimate test while making for a challenge that is so good, I forgot that I handicapped myself. Oh, you know what?
We get an outro speech from the guy?
That took me 20 hours to make. Hey there, guys.
Sick.
Max0r here. Big fan.
What do you say? What about the time?
That took me 20 hours.
The sponsor saying this video took me 6 months. I haven't seen my family.
Hey there, guys. Max0r here. Big fan of the concept of music. And as a result of the deal that I made with a wizard, I am morally obligated to alert you that the song you just heard, and this song, and this song, was all made by a special artist and friend of the channel, Cthulhu Seeker.
Cool.
That is a crazy composer name, who primarily makes covers that sound like sex with Jesus feels.
Oh yeah.
I literally asked earlier who made this too. Yeah, thanks for telling me.
How is this legal to use? And if you happen to be a fan of a game called Elden Ring, which you know, maybe, then you may be interested in his entire album of synthwave covers specifically for this game. On an actual vinyl record and cassette tape available in the description store now. Please buy it. It would sound really good if I owned anything. Also, he recently did the exact same thing for an obscure game called Dark Souls 3. So if you're a fan of the music in this video, and also 2 previous videos, take a look at Cthulhu Seeker. His stuff can be found in the description.
Sure. We'll click on it after the video.
So after defeating the vile, loathsome Bale on behalf of the now vaporized Captain Ahab, we move on through the Speargrave Plains once again, continuing across the Great Bridge to the Grand Castle of Ensis. They're very nice people if you get to know them. An impressive and imposing structure standing in the path of the Shadow Keep beyond. And also, where I was supposed to go in the first place, but for real this time. Very easy to get distracted in this game.
You sure you're supposed to be anywhere around here?
Right.
Castle Ensis is a bit of a weird location, and a great way to tell new players that it is time to stop playing now, featuring many twists and turns with the distinct architectural vibes of the once populated Academy of Raya Lucaria, the fate of which I am not currently aware of, except this time featuring so many impaled corpses that it began to destroy my computer. And the...
when I saw that part at the beginning, I just thought they were structures, and because he had said, "Oh, the grim and imposing," I was like, "Oh, it doesn't look so bad."
Yeah, those are bodies.
Would like to be clear. I didn't know they were bodies when I said that. I was not saying that the
Yeah,
the implications there are dark.
You look like a crazy person.
To be clear, I didn't realize they were bodies.
Just side-eyeing my wife like, okay, I know I introduced you to the grim and dark, but you're a bit too comfortable. Got it. So the impaling bodies does make you think twice.
No, not great.
Okay.
Yeah, not very
This time
inviting.
featuring so many impaled corpses that it began to destroy my computer. And the 15 particle effect throwers are not fucking helping right now. Here we can acquaint ourselves with the numerous cracked out enemies strewn about these puzzling paths, as well as the population of the starving dog pit. Every single castle has to have one. Making note of its many nuances, right before those nuances, make note of us. I swear to God this guy can be the final boss of this game. You know, I would normally say that this place is pretty cool, but then I found out that they were Redditors.
Damn.
So unfortunately, I have resigned myself to kill everyone inside this goddamn castle, and then move on to the next logical target. Erratically moving onwards in the vague direction of the exit, and acquainting ourselves with the classical Carrion hospitality.
Hello.
Only I am allowed to heal. That is illegal. We ascend to the very center of the Dread Fortress, and consequently to the formidable Twin Moon Knight.
Hello.
Oh, he's cool.
Yeah, this looks like a problem.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this looks like a problem.
R'hllana Twin Moon Knight is the very confusingly named Rude Awakening for players of all strides who, in their hubris and pride, thought they would be able to experience the game they bought. Bet you're feeling pretty silly right now. This boss has every single trait that you could possibly consider difficult, with extreme aggression, incredible mobility,
so scummy. You know you feel it, dude. Look at this swing.
Consider difficult with extreme aggression.
Dude, it's gonna get you every time. All the fast movements and the one big delayed
incredible
swing.
mobility, an astonishing amount of variation, and to top it all off, just enough magic to make you feel uncomfortable. Meticulously designed in every aspect to induce an instinctive, primordial panic response, and then immediately punish you for it. With the majority of attacks ending with an optional combo extension, which itself can also be extended, so on and so forth.
Like a king move,
holy
like
shit,
the
dude,
Giants.
please relax for a second. Proving definitively that the most threatening bosses in the game are not dragons, giants, or lions, but are in fact 9-foot-tall women. What did Miyazaki mean by this? Sorry about what happened to your sister, by the way, and your nieces. The divorce really hit this family hard. So after a long series of lessons on how not to be so terrible, R'hllana finally enters phase 2 by buffing herself in the coolest way that I've ever seen, which, on top of giving her an excessive amount of fiery fury and magic mavings, enables her to use her ultimate signature carrion sorcery. Her massive balls.
They blow up, by the way.
Yeah, so this fight's gonna take me a second. I have never had so much fun getting obliterated.
Like to see you still committed to never parrying anything in this game at all. Just brute force it all, brother.
Losers. He's so cool.
Yeah, pretty sick.
The fuck out of her.
We did it! It's at this point you realize how fucking long the DLC is.
Bro.
Yeah.
So, you've made it after all. Then I welcome you most dearly to the land of Shadow Altus. Golden, beautiful, and yet eternally marked by our sin.
Fucking.
Yeah.
Look over there, Pookie Bear.
Please stop saying that.
To the north lies a fortress known as the Shadow Keep, an oppressive, towering citadel of a war long won. Or long lost. Though, were it not for the charm that kindly Mikola has placed upon me, I too would rip your heart out and kill you.
What?
It is how I show affection, honey. Your objective, as is mine, is to enter the confines of the Black Keep, climbing its tallest palisades and reaching the very heart of darkness.
And then kill it.
Mesmer the Impaler lies in its darkest goon cave, waiting for the embrace of a mother who will never return. He is what is required for us to reach kindly Mikola, for us to witness the power of a living god,
why do we want
for us to finally officiate our marriage.
Excuse me, lady?
Kindly Mikola was thee who shipped us Tarnished. It must happen. You cannot fix me. And I want at least 12
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna work on the key thing now.
The same letter, brother.
Welcome, everyone, to the scarred and radiant landscape of Skadu. It's pronounced Shadow Altus, a beautiful domain of golden glades and horrifying hollows, punctuated occasionally by the gigantic bear attacks. Because we have done a very bad job of preventing forest fires.
Shameless plug, we just shot a Casual Geographic video that talks about bears, so you should go watch that.
They're just as scary as in the video game.
Yeah.
Actually.
Place well kept within the shadows of the Shadow Keep, and most importantly, fabled home of the ancient and revered technique of beating the shit out of people with your bare hands.
Nice.
And no, I do not mean the actual bare hands. That is different, apparently. I would genuinely be embarrassed if I was killed by this. Like, imagine dying to a bear.
A dark circle won't stop this monster! I'm running for my life!
How did you know that?
Heading to...
I recognize Squidward's voice at all times.
Do you really?
Yeah.
You never watched SpongeBob, but you know who Squidward is?
I've seen like a couple episodes.
That's not enough.
Yeah.
From what year?
I've seen like a couple episodes.
From what year? What season? What episodes? What are the titles? There's a golden age of SpongeBob. That's what we want to see you from.
I remember one episode where they were tanning.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
One of the best episodes.
Okay. Yeah. There was another episode.
There was a sponge and a star, and they were under the sea.
It was something to do with the squirrel girl.
That's just as vague as what I said.
It was like something to do. No, it was something to do with Sandy. The one where the snail leaves.
Oh, Gary.
Yeah. He left.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Secret cave, leading us to a secret path, very, very far to the east, to the extent that it is disturbing, before finally reaching the headwaters of the Scorpion River, which is seemingly called that for no particular reason. This is the most horrifying thing I've seen in my life, and is home to a fan-favorite selection of enemies here on tour from the charming land of Caelid.
Oh god.
Yay!
Everyone's favorite enemies.
Yes, it's the cum shrimps.
The what?
Just don't go to the Scorpion River, and definitely don't go to the funny death blight.
I'm so sorry. I'm so okay. Look.
What do you mean?
You cannot let that go unaddressed.
Yay, the cum shrimps.
Why are they cum shrimps?
They shoot out spider webs. They shoot out spider webs. Gooey, sticky spider webs. And they're more like roaches than shrimps.
I mean, shrimps are the roaches of the sea.
Yeah, so.
Unfortunate for those of you who eat shrimp a lot.
Unfortunate.
I don't eat shrimp with legs on, so I don't think that counts.
Don't go to the Scorpion River, and definitely don't go to the funny death blight catacombs that were extremely bugged in co-op.
Nice.
Oh, you gotta be.
Oh my fucking god. Bro is not okay.
Let's do this. Yeah.
What?
Where the hell we go?
What the fuck? Squidward, if you get blasted, we are going to die.
What makes you say that?
You guys are freaking out over nothing. What the hell you gotta be afraid of in here?
Thanks, Max.
Always happy to help, buddy. Shadow Altus is home to many a mysterious location, with some of the highlights including such scenes as the big fort with a giant dead body pit. But to get to my favorite location in these luminous landscapes, we must head below the buried ruins of Morth, and emerge deep within the confines of the very normal village with a minor obsession with arts and crafts, second only to their obsession with sharpening their tools as much as humanly possible.
Yeah, that is.
Watch, he's gonna do it again. There he goes. Oh, there he goes again. Okay, he's getting some space.
Sharpening it.
Why? Sharpening the sword.
What?
He's not the sharpest tool in the shed, but he's gonna make sure his sword is.
Gotta love me some of that lore-accurate kitchenware.
Sure.
So after a few minutes of watching a bunch of naked men straight up jork it, we follow the bridge northwards through the darkest forest in all of Skadu Altis, dodging a series of familiar encounters before finally finding ourselves approaching the cathedral of Manus-Meter.
Pretty.
What the hell?
So here we have a wonderful selection of NPC companions, such as the mentally stable man, who, if you so choose, leads you down an unsettling questline, whose purpose is to reveal the secret truth hidden just beyond the stars, eventually unveiling the dark underlying reality sitting within the very heart of the deformed finger dimension. What the fuck are they putting in Japan's drinking water? We also have this
cool, dude. That's cool.
Mention.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck are they putting in Japan's drinking water? We also have this cool guy named he's Sauron. It's literally just Sauron. Like, how am I supposed to take this seriously? So after our incredible meeting with the Finger family final boss, we decide to head to the north of Skadu Altis, riding through the ominous Black Gate and into the very, very long tunnel, before finally emerging within the confines of the Shadow Keep. Dark fortress of eternal occupation, oppressive hold of Mesmer the Impaler, and specifically the very bottom of the Shadow Keep. This is just like a genuinely massive game. Like, can I have my life back, please? No. Now, Shadowkeep is actually accessible from two completely different angles. The side entrance, beginning in the Church District, leads both high above this tower's soaring walls and down below to a variety of beautiful and diverse Aes, each of which I will be returning to when I remember to do them. And the main entrance, starting with a steep ascent, leads us into the depths of the Citadel itself. But in order to access this rambunctious route, we have to first prove ourselves against the randomly placed hippo exhibit, because no evil fortress is complete without one.
Oh, what?
Golden hippopotamus.
Yeah, they just keep a hippo in the basketball court, dude.
Oh, never mind. It's
that
Supersonic the Hedgehog.
As you can probably tell by this point, Shadowkeep is not so much of a fortress or castle as much as it is an insane version of Leyndell. And that was an entire metropolitan area
was nuts.
with numerous complex interconnected paths leading both outside the castle and within. And outside the castle, and within again.
Oh my god.
It's really hard to tell if you're getting lost.
Right.
They like to stack maps on top of each other.
Right.
And then create entrances and then shortcuts in those side entrances. So you'll go through a side entrance, then you'll go through a shortcut that leads you back to the beginning, and you're like, damn it, I've gone nowhere and yet everywhere at the same time.
That's part of why I don't want to play Elden Ring, because I can play Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls because my husband is like, hey, turn here. Hey, go this way. Okay, now you're going to go this way, right? But my husband doesn't know Elden Ring like that. He would get me lost. Also, I have a suspicion he would get me lost on purpose.
Jump down the well.
Yeah.
Let's fight the demons.
He would I would be trying to focus on the story. I would be trying to focus on main quests, and my husband would deliberately send me down.
You might be locked in till you kill a demon. Good luck. Now you gotta go back in to get your souls.
Now you gotta go back in because
you're mad you died. We're stuck doing a side quest. Go back to the beginning and get that little envelope.
Oh my god.
And within again, it's really hard to tell if you're getting lost.
Shadowkeep.
Welcome to the evil place where all of the bad people live, as opposed to Skadu Altis, which only contains very nice people in it. Here we can familiarize ourselves with Shadowkeep's many distinct locations, and subsequently its very distinct residents, which can range from a series of unique and challenging Fire Knights, all the way over to the paraplegic gravity wizard riding a pig, which I thought was a
Hog Rider! It's a Hog Rider!
All the way over to the
awesome.
Dead!
I want to fight the Hog Rider!
The paraplegic gravity wizard riding a pig, which I thought was a pretty fun fight, and would be even more interested riding a pig, which I thought was a pretty fun fight.
Pigs fly!
That's cool.
And would be even more enjoyable if I remembered how I got here. Every single copy of Elden Ring is personalized, and this one is trying to give me a stroke.
It's got gravity
magic. Intended for him to move at that speed.
It teleports!
Just part of the game.
Who designed the flying, teleporting, gravity magic pig?
I love it. Suggestions for the Hog Evo.
Right.
Clash Royale.
What is that? The twin fang fists for fucking Naruto?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Twin fang.
That's exactly what it looks like. The receiving end of it. Fucking the Hog Evo has gravity magic.
Rolling further onward at an appropriate speed, we progress further into the Black Bastion by ascending into the Specimen Storehouse, an amazing and aloft archive containing all of the charismatic megafauna that Mesmer the Impaler was very nice to. Which is why everyone in Belurat was so welcoming to me.
Yeah.
This area is extremely confusing. Almost as confusing as my video structure. With some paths guiding us high above this looming library, eventually culminating in the discovery of a secret elevator. One that takes us all the way back down to Skadualtis again.
What?
So that's how I got here. While others lead to some incredibly important lore revelations.
Tarnished, you're finally here. I have a secret plot twist to tell you that will surely have great
goddamn
stories.
I just want to have a conversation.
The allegations.
How will this many people following me? I blame you for this.
Such baseless rumors can be dispelled. He's fighting for his life. I do not care about the rumors.
This is it, guys. This is the joke that I've been setting up the entire video. It's time for us to climb the giant feat. This is a mandatory part of the level. Miyazaki wanted this for you.
Why are you laughing, Max?
Oh, you don't want to know, man. It is a From Software secret. Okay, so it turns out that the bats can't actually hit you so long as you remain in the fetal position. The only problem with this strategy is that you can never escape. This is just my life now. Pot jump scare. Therapy isn't enough, man.
That's the inside of a pot, by the way. Just a big fleshy ball. Tree. Flower. Tree flower.
That was cool. Oh.
Okay. We just kind of appeared here. This dramatic fucking guy.
Oh, hello.
Thou art tarnished.
Yeah.
It seems.
I'm a snake.
Who are you?
I'm a snake.
Again, I don't like that.
Thanks.
But if one so bereft of light must know the name of his demise,
hello,
then let it be so.
Hell yeah.
For in the words of Mother America was my crusade.
He's very long, stringy.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death.
Nice.
We can't talk about it?
We can't talk about it?
I feel like
we can't talk about it.
I feel like we could negotiate.
I'm a TARDIS, but I'm still a human being.
Right, like.
Okay, Mesmer the Impaler, let's get it! Very cool looking design, by the way. I'm in love with the scarlet and the fire.
Mesmer the Impaler, Grim King of the Shadowlands, and the world's most unfortunate incel, trapped in the darkness of his goon cave, is here to show us that those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Mesmer's flame. Or so he tells us every single time we die to him. And at this point, he seems kind of bored of it. This is the only major boss fight in the game where the first phase is harder than the second, with most of his moves acting as very thorough explanations.
Jesus.
Autism be damned, my man can cook a fucking shish kebab. You see, on a fundamental level, Mesmer is both extremely simple and quite complicated. Simple in that we are fighting a straightforward duel with an intuitive yet rapid moveset, and complicated in that every single attack is its own unique psychological torment, demanding and necessitating a great deal of discipline, where even the slightest hint of panic immediately results in death. This guy just does not know when to stop. It is actually getting funny at this point, almost always engaging us in extremely long combos where every other attack is laced with gunpowder. But if the player is able to dodge his excessive onslaught, Mesmer offers generous and ample openings, sometimes in the middle of mix-ups, before winding up another flurry and beginning the process all over again. Which is, of course, assuming that the combo is actually going to end. Mesmer, you need to put that snake away. There are children here.
I'm a snake.
With hilarious bullet hits and range that is not to be underestimated, combined with a large and varying skill set, this boss makes for a fight that is as beautifully fun as it is incredibly sleek. Mesmer has the oppression of Renala, the spectacle of Bale, the good looks and charm of Rykard, and the smoothness of Radigan, all coming together in this one ridiculous battle that I genuinely cannot stop playing. No, seriously, I would like to beat it now. Combining to make for an outstanding game of skill with a great deal to love and one very good reason to hate.
No. This can't be happening. I suffered hundreds of years to be king of ashes.
Hell no. Don't settle for that.
Are you mad?
Don't let him do this to you.
Oh, he looked back at the mom. Uh-oh. Mother issue. Empower me.
I must be forsaken so. Then forgive me. This
what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What did he do?
Yeah, he took his eye out.
He Oedipused himself for his mother. Don't you squeeze it. Don't you squeeze it.
He's closing.
Uh-oh.
He's closing. Now what?
It's a limit break. You're fucked.
Oh.
That's not good.
Oh.
Shut up, man.
Soon, tarnished, wilt thou be taken in the jaws.
Yeah, she will.
Of the abyssal serpent, sure.
Oh! He's really committed.
And over again.
Oh yeah, that's cool. That's dope. Wow. We gotta play this DLC, man. I wanna kill it.
Oh my god.
Oh, you gotta stop getting grabbed. This is not good. Jesus.
Oh yeah. Do it. Say it.
Nice.
Say it. He doesn't say it.
He doesn't say it again, yeah. Wow! That looks really cool. It's like when a preview shows you the whole movie, but you still want to watch it.
Hell yeah.
Where are you going, bud? Just walking out?
Elevator.
The little preview of all the little areas we just saw, or what?
Okay. That's pretty.
I don't trust anything in this game.
Those are poison flowers, actually.
I'm maybe halfway through the DLC.
Damn!
Oh my god!
Damn!
Oh my goodness!
That was crazy.
Wes did a really good job. I like the screaming.
I'm a snake. I enjoyed that.
Wow, very nice. Man, look at that. Hey man, I had a really good time with this. Thanks for joining me in this journey on this Thanksgiving Day. Just know we are thankful to have you guys here, regardless of how we treat you. I think pretty well. I think we treat you pretty well.
We do our best.
But it's been years, you know, we've been with the community for years, and just know even on these days and holidays, we still think about you guys.
All the time.
Yeah, my wife has joined us on this journey now, is now committed. She's even been like hijacking parts of my intros with her little like skit.
Oh my God, it's an accident. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, is it an accident if it unironically happens? I don't know. But when Max0r comes out with another part, we'll definitely be back for it.
Hell yeah.
And join us on Skinner's channel for some more fun. We'll see y'all.
Bye.
Peace.